Congratulations on North of North. This has already been in Netflix's top 10, which is, of course, a coveted place to be. Living through that and seeing the reaction from fans, I mean, how meaningful has that been to you?
I mean, it's been so surreal. I mean, to be top 10 in the US, to be top 10 in Canada, and all the other places that I've been getting screenshots from, is just, it's really wild to me that people all over are watching our show, are enjoying our show, are loving our show, and also just really like identifying with it. And you know, the response has been so overwhelming and so positive. And you know, the only words that I can find to describe how I feel are, this is so weird.
How so? Like, how so?
Well, it's just kind of this, you know, North of North was a show that was so personal, and, you know, we had worked on it, and it's already been out in Canada for a few months, so it's kind of felt like Canada's little secret or something. And now that it's out in the world, and, you know, from the moment that I auditioned, I always knew it was a Netflix, CBC, APTN co-production. And, you know, as we were filming and as it released, I was like, it's gonna end up on Netflix, that'll be really cool. And now it's actually there, and I'm like, what? Hey, am I a loser?
No. Why do you ask?
I just blew up my life without any sort of plan. You know, no job, no ride, no home.
No clue.
Really?
No, she's right. I have no clue what to do next.
I know you guys put a lot of hard work into the show. I mean, shooting on location in the Arctic. I mean, the most beautiful backdrop for, you know, a show you can imagine. But how challenging was that? I mean, you have all of the elements.
I mean, it was such a challenge, and hats off to Stacey, Alethea, Miranda for, you know, seeing the vision and being like, the only place that this can happen is here up north. The only place we can shoot this is up north. You know, Eqadit, where we filmed, is not a place that's built for film and television. It doesn't have the infrastructure for it, and definitely not for something the size of a Netflix production. So there was a lot of equipment that had to be flown up. You know, all of our sets were built in Toronto and then flown up to Eqadit. Most of our crew came from Toronto. And we filled up most of the hotels in Eqadit while we were filming. And we were really fortunate that even though Eqadit's quite a small town, the sense of community is very strong. So when we were in times of need and we were like, does anybody have something like this? Is anybody able to come in for background? Is anybody able to, you know, make something happen? Somebody always stepped in and made sure that we were able to get done what we needed to get done, or were able to help us find ways to solve the issues. So without Eqadit, without people from Eqadit, this show would have been even more of a challenge to film than it already was, but that's also part of what makes it so rewarding, and to show that it is possible and that it is worth it to film up there. Just kidding. Can you not?
Not what?
Watch me?
Oh, yeah. Just...
You got shut down for 2 days because of a blizzard?
Yeah, I mean, so myself and a lot of the other cast were stuck in Ottawa, because Ottawa's the first major city before you head to Eqadit. We were trying to make it up there to start our week of prep, and you know, the production that was already doing prep up north were there, and I think they were in the middle of like a meeting, and the blizzard had started and the power had gone out, and they were sending videos of just like howling winds. And this blizzard it lasted about 2 or 3 days. It was so intense. We really were at the mercy of the elements, and there were just some, you know, some climate-related setbacks throughout the entirety of the shoot. But thankfully we had, you know, great problem solvers and an incredible crew who was always willing to just face things head on and try to get things done.
The unscripted side of it. You can't control any of that. This is real snow.
When people ask where I'm from, I say, think of the furthest place north you've ever been. Now keep going. That's us, the heart of the Arctic.
How important was it for you, of course, being a part of this project to really showcase the truth of this community and all of the elements, you know, from start to finish, and making sure it's as accurate as possible?
I was so excited because in creating Siaja, I pulled a lot of inspiration from women that I grew up around, from family members, from girls in school that I thought were really cool and really interesting and ambitious, and telling the story authentically was so easy because it was written by Stacey and Alethea, the showrunners, created by them, and everything storytelling-wise was made sure to be authentic and representative of the community through them. And I trust their vision wholeheartedly. I know that everything they do is with the community in mind every single time, and the community at its core. And it just was so nice to be able to go and start this show and to play this character and to feel so seen and heard and represented. Like I felt excited to be represented, and I felt excited to see Nunavut and Inuit represented in this way. And it's really to their credit, and they were the ones that set the tone and set the bar, and I'm so grateful for them and how they're changing the landscape of Inuit representation of Arctic film and television. It's so cool.
I want to make our community a better place. Any tips?
Just be you.
Every community needs a special person like you to bring the generations together.
God, I love it up here.
Who's the loser now, bitch?
No.
You all as a team showcase the fun, light side of the community too, and I think of walrus stick baseball, for example. Had you ever heard of that before?
No, I hadn't heard of walrus stick baseball. I've heard of Inuk baseball, which is a little bit different. But it was fun. There were so many different things. So what was important, or one of the things that they really want to do with the show, is that Inuit don't exist as a monolith. We have regional differences, and we range from like Alaska to Greenland. Like there's such a broad range of like a culture and identity for us. So they wanted to be able to kind of pull from the east and pull from the west, different things. So there's like some things that, clothing styles that were pulled from Western styles, and designs that were pulled from Eastern designs, and words that were pulled from different regions. So it just was fun to kind of show not just like our specific region, but a range of regions.
Yeah. There are some fans that are comparing this to Schitt's Creek. What do you make of those comparisons?
I mean, that's a huge honor. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
The moment that I first read it, I was like, wow, okay, all right, people really like the show.
What's like the final takeaway that you want fans to take from this?
Yeah, I just want fans to take away that like we're such a vibrant community, and we're so full of love and laughter, and even though we're communities deeply impacted by colonialism, we're not defined by that, and the way that we navigate that is through our humor, and we exist. We've always been up north, and we'll always be up north. And yeah, our stories are important, and it's important that we get to highlight the brighter side of things as well. So.